Hi air signs, this is kOri with the AstroBiz channel. I'm here to do your reading for October 1st through the 10th of 2020. We do begin that period with a full moon in Aries, and I did a collective tarot reading along with the astrology for the full moon and a breakdown of what is going to be impacting us as a group. So check those out on the blog, abytch.com, abytch.com. You guys can also book readings with me there. Check out the links below for that information. So I'm going to just jump into the reading. We are using the Modern Witch Tarot for your reading. I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to do is a bow spread. I'm just going to stick with the 7-card spread because it's been giving me good information up until this point. If I see a need to change it, I may do so. So we're going to jump into the sign of Libra as we are currently in Libra season. That's the first air sign. So we're going to jump right into it. Spirit, please clear the energy of all previous readings. And allow me to channel clear and concise messages as it pertains to the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising for October 1st through the 10th. What information do they most need to be aware of, and how might they make the best use of the energy at play in their lives? You guys aren't getting a lot of jumpers at all, so I'm going to shuffle and jump right into the reading. So in the past, we have the King of Cups in the reverse. In the present, the Nine of Wands. For your unknown, the Six of Cups. For your motivations, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. In your environment, you have the Chariot. Your advice, the Three of Cups in reverse. And your outcome, the Page of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. So Libra. In the past, you have the King of Cups in reverse. This is water energy. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, but it's also this is somebody who likely has an addiction. A lot of times this is somebody who is older. If it's in relationship to you, this would be somebody that's older or more mature than you, or more emotionally mature when they're operating from a high vibration. What I mean by that is, in the upright, this is somebody who's well in control of their emotions. They're deeply in tune with their intuition, but they're also grounded and action oriented. So they act in the interest of their emotions, but they follow their intuition, but they also have their logic in tow with them. They also have their creative power in tow with them, and they're grounded in the material, which is how they become a king. However, in the reverse, this is somebody who's allowing their emotions to unseat their power. This is somebody with emotional codependency issues, somebody who's very much emotionally unavailable, deeply unexpressive, possibly paranoid, or deeply disconnected from their intuition. This can be somebody a lot of times who, for example, has drinking problems. This can be somebody who is emotionally manipulative or abusive because they have a very deep intuition about your feelings and intentions, and they may be able to manipulate or use that knowledge and awareness against you. In the present, you have the Nine of Wands. This is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But this is about persistence. This is about having gone through many battles, difficult situations, having fought a lot of opposition in pursuit of a goal. And now you're tired, you're battle weary. This is about exhaustion after having exerted a lot of effort to defend or to fight for something. But in the upright, it's about not giving up. It's about fighting through the exhaustion, moving through the pain, the sense of betrayal that comes from, you know, having people turn on you or oppose you at the point of your success, for example. But it's also about trust. It's about being able to receive, because typically this card comes when there's a few more steps in a situation that has already proven overwhelming or difficult for you, and there's more to go, and you're looking for support, but you may not trust in your support, because the people who were supporting you at one point, for example, in the Six of Wands, were the people who turned on you in the Seven of Wands and caused you to be defensive, suspicious, for example. So you are in pursuit of a goal, but you may feel like you have to go it alone. Unbeknownst to you, though, you have soulmate energy in your peripheral, in your environment. There's an emotional bond, a connection that's deep in nature. This is somebody with whom you enjoy spending time, sharing your feelings, enjoying yourself in a casual way. This is more Cancer, Scorpio, Piscean energy, but I would say this is different from the King of Cups, because this person is not emotionally balanced enough to participate in the balanced exchange that's implied by a Six of Cups. This can be somebody from your past who's looking for a reconciliation, especially the Six of Cups is associated with, for example, childhood friends, old lovers, for example, so people who you know to be soulmates or part of your soul family. This may be somebody who you may have separated from, or who you haven't spoken to in a while, who's looking to reconnect with you at a deep emotional level. Your motivations are the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. You're looking to grow and to master the material realm. This is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, so you may be dealing with one or have that in your chart. However, in the reverse, what it's about for me is you're fearing that you are putting a lot of energy, effort, time, and resources into something that doesn't have the potential to grow, that doesn't have the potential to pay you in return to the effort, time, and energy that you invest in it. But it's also about, this can be about focusing, you know, on hobbies when you should be focusing on practical endeavors. This can be about, you know, having put a lot of energy and effort into manifesting a commitment with somebody who has no intention or is pulling back their energy and effort from you. What you want to be careful of is that, you know, if you're going to persist in this situation towards this goal, and you are forced by circumstances or by your own choices or the choices of others to have to go it alone, that you are taking the time to do your best, taking the time to learn everything that you need to know, to apply those lessons, and to take time to review and evaluate your results so that you can adjust according to new information and according to the results that you're getting, so that you can have consistent improvement in a situation. I feel like this situation has given you trust issues. What I sense is that you see the Nine of Wands here, and aside from the fact that they're moving in this direction here, what they're looking at is this dissatisfying emotional situation where somebody was emotionally unavailable, emotionally manipulative, in some way disconnected, and forced to go it alone. There's a separation indicated here, and that's also confirmed by the Two of Cups in reverse being at the bottom of the deck here. You were forced to go alone by this person who wasn't emotionally invested or mature enough to make it to the finish line with you in a situation. it's caused you an inability to trust. You know, this person is looking defensive. They've got their wand. They're ready for a fight. You know, they're primed for a fight. This is somebody who's ready to go at a moment's notice. And it's due to this experience with this person here in the past. But you do have opportunities for reciprocity at an emotional level in your environment, unbeknownst to you. So this is likely something that's coming into your awareness or into your energy in the near future. In your environment, you have the Chariot in the upright. And what this says to me is that somebody's looking for fast forward movement. They've chosen a direction. They have a goal or an aspiration that they're in heavy pursuit of. And they're integrating all of themselves, negative and positive, in the direction of their will. They are focused like tunnel vision. This is somebody who is, you know, this is Cancerian energy. And for those of you who don't know, despite the fact that Cancerians can be very emotional people, they're very forward thinkers. When they set their mind towards something, they don't give up. They are responsible, practical. They are nurturing at an emotional level, but this is the sign of the mother. Remember, this is somebody who, when something needs to be done, come hell or high water, regardless of their resources or their circumstances, they make it happen. They pull everything that they can together. Everything that's in opposition to them fuels them. Everything that, for example, has hurt them or caused them to mistrust, this is motivating for them. They're pulling it all together and fueling it in the direction that they have chosen based on their past experiences. But also going through this many situations, when you get to a 9, you're approaching the ending of a situation. So you've worked on your creativity, you worked on your action, how you take action, how you defend yourself, how you pursue what it is that you want, how you express yourself sexually, and you've learned a lot of lessons, some of them harsh, some of them positive. However, with the Chariot, what you have here is gathering all that knowledge to go for it. You know, this is somebody who may be traveling towards you, you know, and you're gonna need to be receptive if this person is coming from the past, like a Cancerian, because these two cards do mirror each other in your spread. This is somebody who's coming to invest in you emotionally, somebody who wants to talk about feelings, wants to heal, wants to have balance give and take with you at a deep emotional level. You're needing to be receptive. You're needing to address any trust issues, address any paranoia, address any sense of betrayal, persecution, victimhood. Forgive yourself for being in the situation, and forgive the people who were not emotionally available due to their own circumstances and their own past to give to you, so that you can move forward, so that you can close out this cycle, so that you can release yourself from the 9 and the 10 of Wands. Because this energy is not likely to wait on you. They have a goal, like I said. They have a clear-cut direction that they're looking to go in. They have their energy under their control. And the reason they have it under their control is because of their clarity of focus. Their clarity of focus is their motivating factor in their forward movement. So somebody definitely may be traveling to you from a distance. And you may be needing to move quickly in response to their arrival in your life. And your advice is the 3 of Cups. So what that says to me is about the 3 of Cups is about camaraderie and friendship, but it's also a little bit superficial in nature. These are people who are celebrating after the deep work and after the hard work has already been done. They're just enjoying themselves for the sake of enjoying each other's company. You seem not to have time for that with the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse and the 9 of Wands. There's much work to be done here in order to manifest growth and forward movement, and you're coming towards the end of a cycle where you may be running out of energy, so you're needing to conserve your resources and your energy for things that are meaningful, bonds that are meaningful, people that are emotionally invested in you at the same level that you are emotionally invested in them, Libra. And your outcome is the Page of Pentacles. This is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, but it's also about a new beginning materially. This is about learning and practicing groundedness so that you can turn the Eight of Pentacles upright, because as a fear, this says I'm putting energy into something that doesn't have the potential to grow. Your outcome, should you turn your attention away from things that aren't emotionally fulfilling for you, is the Page of Pentacles. So what that says to me is, you know, you're able to focus on those things that grow you when you turn your attention away from things that are hurtful for you, that were painful in the past, things that disappointed you. This is already over. And this is what's available to you if you pay attention. So you need to prioritize, Libra. That's what it says to me. You need to invest your emotional energy when you want to enjoy yourself and when you want to engage emotionally or connect with others emotionally. Put your emotions and your social, you know, socialize and spend your time with people who put into you the way that you put into them, period. That's how you avoid feeling battle weary as a result of your relationships, because it seems like this is what you were fighting for, and this person is simply unable. They're unable to invest emotionally. They simply don't have it to give. Their emotional reserves are drained. Their power has been unseated by their emotional instability. In order for you to get to the end of this cycle, you're needing to turn away from what has already hurt or dissatisfied or disappointed you here. Likely somebody who wasn't available emotionally to you because they were emotionally invested in someone else, or possibly somebody who betrayed you by, you know, exposing your feelings or your emotional state to someone else. But you're needing to focus on your practicality. You're needing to focus on things, friendships, business projects, creative expression too, with the Wands cards, things that have the potential to grow you, to provide tangible signs of progress in your life. This is about communication in terms of new jobs, for example. You may need to be putting in new applications, updating your resume and submitting it, balancing your finances. But this is communication incoming as a result of your focus on things that have the potential to grow. So this is your reading. I hope that it resonated for you, Libra. Like, share, subscribe. Definitely click the links in the description box below if you're interested in booking a reading with me. The links for the full moon astrology and tarot reading will also be in the description box below for those interested in reading that. Check me out on social media, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Hi Aquarius, this is kOri with the Astro Bitch channel. I am here to do your reading for the 1st through the 10th of October. Hopefully this reading finds you all well. This period does start off with an Aries full moon, for which I did a collective tarot reading, which is broken down on my website, abitch.com. That's abytch.com. So check that out. It'll be in the description box below, along with the astrology for the full moon period. For those of you who are interested in booking readings with me, again, that information will always be in the description box, as well as on the website. So check me out there. I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the reading. We're using the Modern Witch Tarot, and I'm going to do the same 7-card bow spread. I think I'm going to stick with the spread as I told Libra, until I feel called to do otherwise. So here we go. Spirit, please allow me to channel clear and concise messages for the sign of Aquarius from the 1st through the 10th of October 2020. I had done a spread previously, Aquarius, but I may not have shuffled the cards well. It looked a lot like Libra's reading. Some of you may be dealing with the Libra, but there were too many of the same cards for me to feel comfortable, so I decided to start over. What's going on for the sign of Aquarius for the 1st through the 10th of October 2020? All right, Aquarius. Just cut the deck. In the past, we have the King of Swords in reverse. This is your energy, also Libra and Gemini. In the present, we have the Ace of Wands reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. For your unknown, the Ace of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For your hopes and fears, the Three of Cups in the upright, additional Cancer, Scorpio, Piscean energy. In your environment, the Six of Swords in reverse, and another Aquarius or Gemini or Libra. Your advice is the Death card. And your outcome, the Fool. At the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords in reverse. This looks pretty positive, at least in the end. Might take some special work to get there, Aquarius, but let's jump into it. So this is your energy. Here we have in the past, this may be Gemini or Libra. I'm reading it as you because it's showing up as your element, Aquarius. But this is somebody who's misusing their intellect and intelligence for nefarious or malicious means. This is somebody who's wielding their words and communications, their intelligence, and their ability to strategize as a weapon against someone else. I don't know if this person has had some sort of ego battle with being a king. Typically, if it's a queen, I would say it's vindictive. This is vengeful energy. But with the king, this a lot of times has to do with ego. This is somebody who's had their ego in some way threatened, or bruised, or in some way deconstructed, and they're upset about it, and the way that they act out is to be harsh, to be manipulative. This is very narcissistic energy. This can be somebody that you're dealing with who is going above and beyond to hurt you, to harm you, to cause you difficulty, or to abuse you in some way, specifically with their words, or they may be strategizing. This is somebody who's going above. They've created a very detailed and manipulative plan to unseat or undermine you in some way. If you were doing this to somebody else, definitely the consequences will be dealt with, because this is heavy karmic energy, Aquarius. So definitely be careful of that if that's energy that you have or are carrying. In the present, we have the Ace of Wands in the upright. And what this says to me is that somebody is afraid to initiate something, or somebody is compelled to slow down on starting something new. A lot of times when I see the Ace of Wands and the Court cards in this suit reversed, I get fear. Somebody's afraid to express their will in their world, in their external world, or in their environment, possibly due to opposition in the environment, or lack of self-confidence with the wand suit. This is about self-belief. This is about acting from a place of self-belief, believing that whatever you set your mind to and take the steps to accomplish, the universe is going to meet you halfway. And so you're fearlessly taking each step as it comes to you, as it arrives, as you identify what it is that you need to do, you act immediately. In the reverse, this is somebody who is not taking action due to fear or a lack of self-confidence. There's a delay on something that should should be starting off and taking off quite quickly and making progress quite quickly. There's a delay or a slowing or a complete stop to that energy moving forward. In your unknown, you have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is water energy. This is about your emotions, your subconscious. This is about healing. What I sense is that your experiences as or with this person have caused you to sort of disconnect from your emotions, and there's some healing that needs to take place. There may be somebody who is withholding expressions of love because they see they're witnessing fear on your part. They're experiencing or observing that you are afraid or you are holding back on starting something new, and so they're either retracting or delaying on expressing their feelings to you, whether this is forgiveness, an apology, or an expression of new love. This is somebody who is muting the expression of this energy, this healing energy, this loving and compassionate and expressive and sensitive, intuitive energy is being repressed. It's available to you because it shows up. Anytime the aces show up, the potential for manifesting this or seeing tangible results of this energy manifesting your environment is there. It's a matter of choice. It's a matter of use. It's a matter of your being responsive and receptive to this energy. However, if you're going in with fear, if you're not taking action according to your desires, this is about not doing what you want to do, not getting started the things that you want to start, not creating the things that you want to start or do, especially with regard to new things, because of fear, because you don't want to be opposed. You don't want to have to fight for it. You don't want to have to battle for it. Be careful, Aquarius, that you're not in some way afraid of competition or avoiding competition, or there may be somebody doing that with you, not because either because they are afraid or because they don't have confidence, or simply because a lot of times with the energy, the Ace of Wands in reverse, there's a lack of physical vitality or energy to take on a battle, to start something new and carry it to fruition. There's an opportunity for deep emotional satisfaction here, but the dissatisfaction due to this past situation is lingering. Your hopes and fears are the Three of Cups, so this can be a reconciliation with a water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or this can be just healing social situations, you know, reconnecting with the outer world and the people around you at an emotional level and enjoying yourselves and your company. I sense that after this situation here, you're sort of trying not to get too deep. I sense that after, in light of this situation, and this withholding that's going on in your environment of emotional expressions, forgiveness, apologies, etc., that what you're looking for is light bonding. You're looking for people with whom you can trust their intentions, but you don't have to get too deep into your feelings or, you know, your past or anything of that. These people are celebrating and enjoying their company. They're not, you know, having lengthy discussions about their feelings, for example. These people are going out for drinks. They're going out to eat. They're going out to movies. They're literally having shared activities together. So I think that what you're hoping for, is that this healing that's available to you in your periphery comes by way of sort of casual connection with others, you know, sort of a slow re-emergence into the social scene if you have been cut off, for example, by your experiences, or if you have chosen to self-isolate and cut people out of your life. You're hoping that you can reconnect with people who share your outlook on life. Your environment is the Six of Swords in the reverse. So somebody's having difficulty moving out of a turbulent situation, likely this King of Swords energy. This is about not learning your lessons, because in the upright, this person has learned their lessons. They have learned how to strategize. They have processed the truth. They have undergone a transformation as a result of their pain, and now they're taking action to move out of these turbulent waters and into these calmer waters emotionally. In the reverse, this person hasn't learned their lesson. They're still holding on to the pain in this situation, and they may be acting out with the wand. They may be, you know, fueling the fire in a turbulent situation when there's an opportunity for them to move toward peace. So definitely be careful of this energy. Another air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, if that applies to you. But what I sense is that somebody is stuck in ego in a negative way, and it's keeping them from improving a situation or moving out of a situation where there is no resolution to be had. It looks like everybody is disconnected from the situation, yourself included. And if you haven't, you're called to do so, because your advice shows up as the Death card, Aquarius. This is Scorpionic energy, so that may apply to you if it's in your chart or someone you're dealing with. But what you're called to do is allow this situation to pass out of your energy, and any changes that you undergo as a result of that, to allow and accept them, because they're likely to move you forward towards progress and change for the better, especially because your result is the Fool. This is about a clean slate. This is about releasing baggage. This is about fearlessly pursuing one's desires with full self-belief. You know, this is about the level up. The Fool a lot of times comes when it's an outcome. A lot of times it says to me that somebody's already gone through the experience of the world. They're closing out a cycle, and they're graduating. And what it requires is that you let go emotionally. Yeah, you need to let go emotionally, and you need to recover your sense of self, your courage, your self-belief, so that you can move forward. None of the changes that come with the Death card can be resisted, so you might as well give in. It's in your own good. The Death literally is facing the Fool. So as a result of this release, as a result of this loss, as a result of this transformation, this rebirth, this is like a deconstruction of your ego, you know, a facing of one's fears, for example, and being transformed in the process of doing so. You end up as the Fool. You know, you shed this energy. You know, because what this looks like to me is somebody who's afraid. They're afraid of a battle or of having an outright competition, and so they manipulate. You know, this is narcissistic energy. This is somebody who wields their thoughts and their communications as a weapon. This is somebody who is deceitful. This is somebody who is harsh and vindictive and abusive in their communications, especially with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. This can be physical abuse, you know. Change, embrace change, open yourself to change. Let go of whatever it takes, whatever spirit requires you to release in order to make your life better, especially parts of yourself, because that's what you primarily have control over, Aquarius. Allow it. You'll be better. You'll be better for it. So that's your reading. I hope that it resonated with you. Like I said, this looks really positive to me. It's about your choice to let go, to release. To show yourself the kind of mercy that comes through acceptance, because you can't, this isn't a change that you can resist. This isn't a release that you can resist. Here, if you resist, you get stuck, Aquarius. It's not in your best interest to resist, to hold up a necessary change, to sit on your laurels and not take actions that you know you need to take in order to free yourself. To free yourself. At the bottom of the deck. You need to free yourself mentally first. Free yourself of these constricting thoughts that are causing you to delay necessary actions that manifest this new beginning here that's represented by the Fool. You need to free yourself. You need to allow that energy to pass from you. It's pretty clear to me. It's all about letting go. I hope that it resonated for you. If any of this resonated for you, definitely hit me up in the comments. And I hope to see you guys next time. So thanks for watching. Hi Gemini, this is kOri with the AstroBiz channel. I'm here to do your tarot reading for October 1st through the 10th of 2020. Hopefully this reading finds you well. I'm going to jump into it. We're using the Modern Witch Tarot, and I'm doing the 7-card bow spread, which I'm going to stick with until I feel called to do otherwise. So let's jump into it. We did have a jumper. I'm not going to take jumpers for these readings. This was the Knight of Wands. So you're looking for fast forward movement into new experiences from which you wish to gain wisdom, possibly dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. In particular, that is Sagittarian energy as mutable air. So let's get into it. For the sign of Gemini, what's going on for October 1st through the 10th, 2020? We have the 7 of Pentacles and the Tower jumping out in reverse in your past. For your present, we have the Queen of Wands. For your unknown, the 6 of Swords. For your hopes and fears, the Justice card. In your environment, you have the Hangman. Your advice, the 3 of Wands in reverse. And for your outcome, the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, you have a lot of fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. In particular, I see Leo energy with the Queen of Wands. So let's get into it. At the bottom of the deck, you have your own energy, Gemini, the Queen of Swords. So let's see. You're trying to grow something in a material level. You may have been making financial investments into a project that you are hoping to grow. For example, a business, investing a lot of money, hoping that it's going to multiply exponentially, that you're going to have a greater return on your investment that you put into it. So you're practicing patience, you're practicing practicality, consistency, discipline. You are continually investing your energy in the hopes that something is growing. You're nurturing it. You're taking great care of something in hopes that there's a payoff in the future. This also jumped out together with the Tower in the reverse. What you were trying to avoid was a total collapse of your foundations. You were trying to avoid a disaster, basically. This is about a blow up. You may have been, for example, putting money into a house, for example, or a home or a building, hoping that you can grow it, you can fix it, you can refurbish it, for example. Rather than having to tear the entire thing down. This is about rebuilding piece by piece by piece, and then hoping that the overall outcome or result is something greater than what it was before you started putting into it. In your present, you have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy, but this is about creativity. This is somebody who's very creative. They're very charismatic. This is somebody who's physically attractive either to you or attracted to you, Gemini, sexually. However, this is somebody who's also very intuitive. This is somebody who has their creative capacity well intact. They're aware of what it is that makes them unique. And they also have their intuitive facilities intact. This is somebody who's grounded in their intuition, but they're also able to take creative action towards on their passions and express themselves authentically. This is about confidence. This is somebody who's receptive to your attraction to them, so you may want to express yourself. This is somebody who's outgoing and outspoken, and very opinionated. But this is about taking confident action towards what you want and being receptive to the results that appear before you. These cards in combination look as if, you know, you put a lot of work in to avoid this disaster, to avoid a total crumbling of your foundation. You put a lot of work in and you were hoping for growth. And I think that you were successful in avoiding a total breakdown in a situation. But now you're called to have confidence, Gemini, because the people that you're dealing with are confident and self-aware, and they know how to use their power, their personal power, their individuality, and their intuition in combination to manifest what they want according to their desire. And you need to take notes from them. You need to do the same. You need to be able to hone and control your passions, to keep your intuition in line, and to identify and express that which makes you an individual out in the outer world, because that's what's going to attract what you want to you. In your environment, you have somebody who's walking away from a turbulent or chaotic situation. They may be relocating literally, or they may be detaching from a relationship that was turbulent or abusive in nature. This is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So you could be dealing with another Gemini or another air sign. But this is somebody who's walking away from a situation, who's moving away from a situation mentally. They've learned their lessons, and they've come to a place of emotional balance, and they're moving out of the situation that causes them chaos and emotional imbalance within, to a situation that provides inner peace and calm and facilitates balance in their lives. Maybe Libra energy, because your hopes and fears shows up as the next card with justice. And this is what you're hoping for. You're hoping for retribution and vindication in a situation. You're hoping that decisions made now, especially of a karmic nature or a legal nature, go in your favor. You're hoping that the entire truth is disposed and that a balanced decision is made in light of the truth that comes out. Regardless of whether or not it's something that the result is something that you or the people around you like, what you're hoping for is a balanced decision in light of the truth. Which says to me you're in your integrity, Gemini. That's very much, this is Libra energy, but the desire for this kind of energy to come into your life in light of this energy, that's very much Gemini to me. It's about getting to the truth, the details, the facts of a situation, regardless of my feelings about it or how much people like it, and making decisions from that place. In your environment, you have the Hanged One in the reverse. So you have somebody who has been freed from their limited perceptions to move forward. Somebody who may have spent a long time being stuck because they needed to change their mind about how to manifest stability here. If you notice, this person is making a 4, and in the upright, they're stuck and they're hung upside down. Their stability is unseated because they're seeing from a point of view that's not going to allow them anything but to observe. In the reverse, they've changed their perspective. And in changing their perspective, they're planted on firmer ground here. They're planted in this 4. They're planted on their feet. They're planted in a position to see clearly, to see clearly and to move. You know, this is somebody who, in light of this new information, this newfound perspective, this new clarity that they've obtained or manifested, they're now free to move forward from a secure and stable stance. Your advice, this is Pisces energy, so you may be dealing with the Pisces. Your advice, though, Gemini, is the Three of Wands in the reverse. So you've spent enough time waiting, planning, and networking in the interest of this investment here. And now you're called to take confident action as if your success is assured. This is about not waiting around for your ships to come in, but actively going in pursuit of them, using everything that you have right now in the current moment to manifest according to your desires. Again, your intention, your charisma, your self-confidence, your creativity, and your individual and authentic self-expression serve to bring your ships in possibly better than what you expect if you're willing to go out and get it. And maintain your integrity while doing so. And the result is a Five of Wands in the reverse. So this is about the end of a conflict regarding the way that people are doing things. Here, it's about not waiting around for people to do things the way that you want them to do, but you're following through on your own plans. A lot of times the Three of Wands for me represents networking. You've got a plan. Things are, you know, you're seeing signs of tangible results as you act on your plan, but now you need other people to support you. Here it's about not waiting for support. It's about taking the necessary steps, doing whatever is in your power and your ability to manifest your desires according to your own intentions and definitions. Because in the end, what you find is that people get on board when they see you actually sticking with the work, when they see you actually invested long-term rather than, no offense, you know, applying that mutable energy where you sort of fly by night and run off when you have, when something else catches your attention. And I mean, you no disrespect, I have a lot of mutable energy in my own chart. I happen to be attracted to mutable energy. So when I say that, what I'm saying is mutable energy has a tendency to always be looking for something better, to always be looking for something new, you know, something that catches and keeps their attention for a limited amount of time. However, in the past, this is the energy that you've chosen to take on, the Seven of Pentacles. So this is about applying persistence, long-term discipline, doing something over and over again, sticking with it, following through on each single step, applying, you know, taking care of the details and being meticulous. And in doing that and not waiting for other people or trying to convince other people to get on board with you, but continually acting according to your intentions and following through on your own plans, other people get on board. Because here in the upright, what you have is everybody has the same goal, but they're fighting over who needs to do what and how things need to be done. In the reverse, you come out of that conflict. There's a resolution. Everybody gets on board. There's an obvious plan. The best course of action has been set, and people are ready to take the necessary steps to cooperate and to build this new foundation, to rebuild this foundation that has broken down or was damaged or crumbling. And it seems plain as day to me. The end of the conflict comes when you stop trying to direct the actions of others and come out of conflict about what you want and take the necessary steps to manifest it. So that's your energy. And that's your reading. I hope that resonated for you, Gemini. I don't see anything in need of clarifiers. Have confidence in the idea that despite not being able to see the signs of growth, that if you've done the necessary work here, if you provided the necessary environment for your intentions to manifest tangibly in your material environment, Gemini, then they will manifest. It's about having confidence in your ability to attract. This is about having confidence in your ability to attract through your actions that literally speak to what your intent. Let your actions speak to what your intentions are, and be confident that the universe will provide for you. So I hope this resonated for you. Definitely leave me comments, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.